Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's Monet here. Hey girl, oh my god. You know I'm too excited. Like I love a good chit chat. Get ready with me. And I feel like I got a lot of tea to spill. And I'm eating my parfait a day. Keeps the doctors away. Kiara, I got you. Today's Wednesday and I actually leave for Wyoming tomorrow, and by the time you guys are watching this, me and Ari are posted up in the Wyoming Jackson Hole Mountains catching up on our snow vibe. So I figured this week, since we're actually going from Wyoming to Cabo right after, it'll be like a double whammy vlog next week where it'll be kind of like not too much though, just keeping it light, because I also really want to enjoy these trips in particular and just have a lot of fun. Because honestly, if I'm being honest, y'all, that Tarte trip drained me. And my birthday drained me. Like, so I feel like this next week of traveling will just be, of course, fun. But a little later. So it'll be me and Ari. If you guys love Mari content, make sure you put your notifications on so you'll be ready next week. With that being said, we're just going to do our makeup today. I just repacked my little makeup bin. I love like taking everything out and then kind of just like weaning out like the random shit that just ends up in here. I usually prep my questions before I film something like this, but I'm feeling real anxious to just talk to y'all. I'm just trying to talk to y'all, but I just want to get into it. And I just want to give a quick like life update before we get into like any questions. So by the way, I'm also going to link, you already know how it goes. I link everything that I'm using down below. Oh my God, I'm feeling like I want to spill so bad. Like I just have so much, I feel like I haven't sat down and talked to you. It's just something different about being in a controlled environment, sitting in my room, just kicking with the girls. So what are you guys up to right now? What's your vibe on this Sunday? Are we chilling in bed? Are we rotting away? Are we getting ready for something? Are you listening? Are you watching this during class when you should be listening to the teacher? Are you on break at work, hanging with your girl? What are you guys doing? Like, what's your vibe right now, watching this right now? I actually really am curious. Let me know down below. But anyways, can we just like, let's backtrack since our last get ready with me chit chat. What did I say last chit chat? Honestly, super happy, still on the same like happy, grateful, like excited vibe. But this year has started off with so many like big blessings that honestly have me shook, you guys. Like, we're thinking big. I feel like that's the vibe for 2023. We're thinking outside the box. We're thinking big. And a lot of the things I can't share with you, which actually makes, I think that's why I'm like itching to be like, just wait guys, just wait till you see. Because what the fuck? There's two brands that I have been a diehard stan of. Two brands, not even just one. Two of the diehard brands have reached out to do a collaboration with me. Not even like a sponsored post. And that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Feel free to like, you know, feel free to guess down below. But I cannot wait. Oh my God. That's all I'm gonna say. Not too much. Confidential. But just know that your girl is like feeling very out of this world, okay? I also got a facial from Coda Lee on my birthday. That was in the vlog. That was my birthday vlog. And I feel like my skin has just like really elevated. Like she just bossed up. She bossed up ever since then. And I'm definitely gonna start going back like every 5 weeks, because if I can, I don't know, I thought a facial was kind of like a one and done type thing where it's like, it's good for after the facial and then it's kind of just like you don't really feel the results, but I feel like my skin really thrived from that. I'm also going to try the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. This is a new shade. This looks like my shade and I really feel like it's going to bust right now. So let's try it. This is perfect too because I'm going to pack this for the trips. This will be my go-to foundation. Come on. Yeah. Oh yeah. Right? I think this is a bomb ass match. All right, let's see this side. It might be a little bit dark, but I'm not really sweating that because concealer, yeah, it's giving like similar to the Mario 23. Oh, is it too dark? I don't know, whatever. You gotta try it though. This is a good like trial makeup sit down like chit chat because I'm literally getting ready to go to the GRWM, period. My gyno's gonna see that beat face, even though I have to wear a mask, whatever. And she's really not worried about my face, she's worried about my Gucci. Yeah, it's just time for my little checkup, you know what I'm saying? Like once a year, just make sure the girl is good. Stay on top of your health, ladies. Take care of yourself. Do your check-ins, get your blood work, get your screenings. It's important. This match is really good. Let me not even lie. This is shade 11. Y'all actually showed so much love on the last Get Ready With Me, so I'm like, period. Like, I'm glad to know that you guys like this type of pace as well, like on top of the weekly vlogs, because I love that. I love that. I basically just want to catch you up on like my schedule coming up these next few weeks. I think I'm going to New York for Fashion Week just for one day because I'll actually be traveling kind of like majority of Fashion Week, but I had 2 ops come up that I potentially get to meet some of my favorite creators. Like, oh my God. And you guys will die. It's one of like the OG weekly vloggers. That's all I'm gonna say. And I really hope it works out because, oh my God. I love her. So that's exciting. And then also I'm going to Paris. My first time going to Paris with a makeup brand that I really love. So yeah, that's kind of just like the next few weeks, you guys. So that's very exciting. Now that I feel like that's kind of just like a little sight to what's going on the next few weeks. We're just taking it week by week, girl. This year is looking like lots of just traveling and fun. My new phone case. Okay, so let me see what questions y'all are asking me on my story because I actually didn't collect them beforehand. Someone said insert nursing question, JK. Right after I read another one. Are you an actual nurse anywhere? Oh, someone said, did you change your management? I saw that your email changed. And I actually mentioned this in the weekly vlog a few weeks ago, like briefly. And yeah, I actually was with Kensington Gray for a year and I honestly have nothing but amazing things to say about them. Like, they're a great team. I'm so grateful that I had my time with them. But yeah, I feel like as I've been like growing and just like learning just like my needs, and everyone's different. Like some people need a full team, a full like hairstylist, makeup artist, fashion stylist, personal assistant, bit like, you know, and some people just need like one person that is like very just one person to rely on, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like with a lot of things considered, I decided that what I needed was, part of me feels like this is like, I'm not supposed to share this, but also like, it's kind of just how life goes. And like, honestly, leaving KG was super tough for me because obviously it's like, they're like family and I'm super loyal. And I just feel like, you know, it was just a tough move, but also it's like, we just grow in life. We grow in life, we elevate, we find what we need. And actually I ended up moving to Range Media Partners, which I'm so happy. I'm really excited to see like what this year has in store. My current, like my new manager now, she slays. I'm really excited for this year and like all the ops. So yeah, I don't know if I'm leaving that in because that gives me anxiety. Why do I feel like anxious like talking about it? Anywho, a lot of people are asking how me and Ari met, which we've talked about a few times, but we still like always get that question. And we actually met through like mutual friends, and we're actually not friends with those like mutual friends anymore. And I actually saw like a TikTok about that where it's like when your ex best friends like bring you your new best friend or something. And I was like, it's just like, it's funny how it worked out. But yeah, we've been friends for like a year and a half, which like still is crazy because like we've been so close. Just like even like the first few months we met, like it just we've known each other forever. Just like besties in another lifetime. Like it's just crazy. That's my soulmate. That's my other half. That's my evil twin. Like, I love her. Aww, I'm so glad I get to like share and just like document just our friendship, and like I love how other people like just feel so connected to us, because I'm like, that's what a best friend, like that's what a best friend should be. Just like all love, just love and support and uplifting and just like good laughs and just like I'm just so grateful for her. What else? So basically I did a get ready with me for a date like the first week of January. I remember exactly. It was January 13th. Cause like that was a big fucking deal for me, y'all. Okay, let's get into it because I know this is what you guys are here for. Like, let's just talk about it. Let's talk about it. Monte is in the dating scene. What the fuck? If you like, oh my god, if you want to talk to the last Get Ready With Me Monet and the last Get Ready With Me Monet on YouTube, she'd be like, blink if you need help. But sister, oh no, where is that? Because it's probably making a mess in here. Okay, it dropped right here. I'll give you a little bit of tea because YouTube, you know, it's safe here on YouTube. Don't go screen recording this and putting this somewhere, because I left a little audio clip in one video. Y'all remember that? A few of you guys will remember the audio clip I left in of me like listening to it, and I was like, hee hee hee. And like sometimes I forget that like my YouTube isn't a secret. It still feels like my baby. It still feels like I'm super like, it's just like the girl's corner. It's like I'm talking to the girl. And on TikTok, I'm like, la, 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 la. Like, it's real loud on TikTok. But on YouTube, it gives, like, but now. Because someone wanted to screen record it and put it on TikTok and be like. So all I'm going to say is, like, just respect the corner, because same thing with my spam TikTok. Someone ended up, like, screen recording and posting basically, like, just something I put on there. Anything that I will post on the internet, you guys, obviously I am understanding that there's a risk and, like, it's for the public regardless how private or how small, I understand that. So, I mean, I'm just surprised because I thought there was like a understanding where it's like, if you're in the gates, it's between the gates, like it's behind the gates. So, I mean, with that, it was just like, it was me talking about like the Tarte trip and the fact that we made tea spill. First of all, now I was making tea spill and spill sesh on YouTube because like, that's my shit. I be watching that like with my lunch. I'm like, what's the tea today? Tarte in Dubai. That's me. So, I mean, it was basically me talking about that. So it wasn't anything crazy. So anyway, with that being said, I'm just saying like for my YouTube as well, like I would just love for it to feel like I can just spill a little bit more and like it just not be leaked to other platforms. You know what I'm saying? Like just keep it here. Let's just keep it here. Let's just keep it here. So I ended up tweeting this. Let me just give you a little rundown of where I'm at right now, okay? Within like the dating scene. I tweeted this in November because a cute boy wanted to slide into the DMs. That eyeliner is so bad. Y'all got me nervous. And it's so funny because like, some of y'all want to be detectives so bad. Some of y'all want to be part of the FBI so bad. And like, even from that first tweet, some of your guesses just had me shook. I'm like, how did we even get to that point? You know what I'm saying? And like, some of y'all really think you're slick and like, we have our own thoughts in our head, right? Of who it could be. And meanwhile, I'm over here trying my best to just be like, a cute boy slid in my DM. People are literally over here like, here's his social security, this is his last name, this is where he lives. I'm like, okay. Now I see what we're working with. So ever since then, I kind of had like this fear where I'm like, not a fear, but also like social media is very scary. We can all agree that it's kind of scary having your business out there. Even like in general, I think sometimes I'm like, wow, I be sharing a lot of my business, right? And I realize I'm pretty open, but I also do have boundaries. And now that I'm in the dating scene, I feel like that's kind of a boundary for me where I'm like, I want to feel this out first, obviously, before I go and spill, because people are very invested. People get very invested very fast. And like, let me see if I like him first. So anyway, I got a cute little DM in November. And then he was talking about, you know, if you watch my Get Ready With Me, he said he was going to fly out to see me if I wanted to get dinner. And I was like, you know what? I'm actually down. Like, if you actually want to book a flight, book a place, pick a dinner spot, and, you know, if we get that far, let me see how true you are to your word. If that's the case, then like, honestly, I'm down to see it through. A few weeks later, he was like, hey, how does this date work? Like, I can get my shit in order. I was like, period. And at this point, it was like 3 weeks in advance, so I kind of had some time to just like digest it and like change my mind if I wanted. And yeah, so literally the week before like rolls up and I'm like, me and Ari are like, dude, like you're really about to go on a date? I'm like, yeah, I think so. Like, I'm excited. Like, let's just have some fun. And that's how I felt like a week before. I was like, you know what? Like, I'm down to have some fun. Like, I'm secure in myself. Like, I feel stable enough to have just some fun and also keep my feet on the ground. Because I feel like previously I've been traumatized in relationships where I like just fully lose myself. And like, that's something I just never wanted to do again. And like, I feel differently now. I feel like I can have a dinner and have a, you know, be wined and dined and then go home and get back to business. And I will say that I have proved to myself that we are very stable. We can have fun and we can get back to work. Here we are on the clock talking to the girls, like, oh my gosh. So now where it's like a day before the date and I'm freaking out. I'm posting on my spam, stuff like this. Good morning, I'm getting married today. The way my stomach is so fucked up. No appetite. In knots. Did not even edit, like, I got literally 8 minutes into the vlog. This is consuming me. It's okay. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be worth it. I was on FaceTime with Ari for literally like 5 hours yesterday. And I felt way better after. And then it was like fucking 1 a.m. And then Kiara FaceTimed me. And then we were on the phone for like, oh God. But I woke up at 8 and I'm getting some stuff done. But like, you guys, he's at the airport. He's literally flying in. Like, that's crazy. Oh God. Just a little sneak peek into this fam like this. I literally could not eat. I could not work. I could not, like, I was going through it. I was going through it. I don't even know why I was feeling these ways. Like, I couldn't really pinpoint why. I just felt like there was this pit in my stomach. I was just super nervous. And I'm like, Now it's a few hours before, and basically the whole day consisted of me just like just mentally preparing for this date. I couldn't do anything else. So I get ready and like, you know, after one glass of wine, I was like, I'm fine. It's fine. Just warm me up a little bit. I'm good. I literally get in the Uber, like, you know what my fear too? It was so funny. I was like, the scariest part for me right now is getting in the Uber to the restaurant. That's like a 20-minute drive of me and just my thoughts on the way. Like I have no choice, I'm on the way. But then when I got in the Uber, I sat my ass down. I was like, answering emails, posting on my story, like having fun, like going to have fun. So I'm like, okay, this roller coaster of emotion was just a lot over the course of like a few weeks. Like I'm like, and honestly, there was no inch of me that wanted to cancel, which I was like, okay, Monet. Cause that was my go-to thing. I'm like, no, sorry, I lost my phone and I fell off a fucking cliff and I was abducted and I just found my way back home and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like I don't know. I love a good block. Forget we ever talked. This one was like different. So anyway, pull up at the restaurant, I get out the Uber and like, I see him and I'm like, oh my God, super handsome. He's tall, baby. He's swole. We got a tall Zol. Like, period. And I actually wore like I was considering wearing like my kitten heels, like just in case, cause like that's one thing I just need a tall man. Like I'm really not about, like I don't really care any other physical traits. It's like just give me some height, cause I want to feel little. Like I'm already a tall girl, so I'm like, you need to beat me on there. So I wore my tall heels, and he still ate. So I was like, period. Let me overline really quick. So honestly, my nerves at this point, I was just like, we're here. I feel like it just carried naturally, you know what I'm saying? I was kind of just like going with the flow and like convo was spilling, and we have a lot in common. We have a lot in common in terms of just like point of view and like morals and like family and friends and life, and like we have a lot in common. And y'all really swear you know who it is. And that's like the funny part. But listen. But anyways, it looks like I'm done my makeup. Dead ass. But we just gonna chit chat anyway. Okay, so the first date was good. We talked for a few hours. We had some sushi, and it was actually funny because someone was like, I was sitting next to you guys in this restaurant after she saw like my content, and she was like, I didn't even realize you guys were sitting next to me this whole time at dinner. I was like, what time did you go and where did you go? And it was exactly this. I was like, we definitely could have just been spotted and caught in like on TikTok room or some shit. And it's not that it's a secret. It's just like, I want to protect my privacy and obviously what it is. I know you guys understand. I don't have to explain it. It's not that it's a secret. It's just like, anyway, I ended up meeting up with Ari in Philly after, and like we went out. I spilled the tea to her. And then ended up seeing him later. Right? That's all I'm gonna say. Ended up seeing him later, and then he was in town until that Sunday morning. So it was a Friday night until like Sunday morning. So we kind of like just dragged the weekend. I just like hung out a few more times that weekend, and then it was great. It was great. So we ended up coming back the following weekend, and the following weekend, as in like 2 days ago. So we kind of have 3 dates under our belt. That's all I'm gonna say, is we have 3 dates under our belt, and it's going well. And I will say that he's like, I don't have time for I got high standards. I'm a very independent woman. If you're coming into my life, you need to be an addition, because I'm whole. I got my best friend, I got my family, I got my health. I'm up. I got all my boxes checked. So if you come in the picture, you need to be an addition, not a subtraction, not a division. So I'm just letting y'all know that he is pulling the fuck up. He's very caring to me and everyone in my circle. He is like a lover boy, which I didn't even really think I needed, but like it's so nice to just be like a little princess sometimes. Oh God. It's cute to be a little spoiled princess. Like I guess I'm a princess. I just didn't even know. Like I've had fresh flowers in my place since. Like the flowers are fresh. And I realized too, like music is such a big thing to me. Like music is like a love language, honestly, to me. And like he's currently putting me a little playlist together, and I'm like, you really listen, and you really like, there's certain things that just like, wow. And like just little things, like I like rosé. Like I love a good rosé. And he made me a little charcuterie board First of all, that's like, he made me a fucking cheese plate, cheese board, charcuterie, and then got me like some rosé. And I'm like, oh shit, and then some red roses. I'm like, wow. I don't know, y'all. This is crazy. Like, I'm like, I already am so happy and just grateful. And I'm like, this is just like another layer where it's like, wow, we just taking it up another notch. Like, so I definitely will give you guys some updates. I don't really know how I'm going about just like the internet, you know, in our business. It's kind of hard because I think of Aaliyah's face and her boyfriend, like they're private but not a secret. It's still like all her platforms. It's not kind of like a joint, like me and my husband and my family and like all those things. It's kind of like, it's like her platform and then she has a boyfriend, and it's cute and I like that and I respect that and understand that. And then also think of like Nas and like Mel and like Desi and like Steven and like their presence on YouTube, and like I love the good family dynamic. I'm like, that's a whole other layer too, because they are married and they do have kids, and I'm like, this is still like, you know. And I've seen like, obviously there's a lot of couples on social media that like that's their whole thing. So I mean, like, it's interesting like seeing how other people kind of show up with their partners and stuff online, and I'm still figuring out like my way to do it, and we'll see. I think it's definitely fun. I'm nervous to edit this, so best believe I'll keep you guys updated. Obviously, like, I next sit down, chit chat, I'll give you an update and where it feels fit. But we did go to dinner. I will say we did go to dinner, like a very fancy dinner 2 nights ago, and 10 out of 10. It was like a really good, we went to this really nice place in Philly called like Venturi Cucina. Very intimate, like Italian spot. It had like 8 tables inside. It was like a 5-course thing, and like each meal they brought like a wine glass with it. So anyway, all I'm gonna say is it was a good night. It was a lit night. It was lit. That's my update I'm gonna give you for now. A child. I'm gonna answer a few more and then I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm actually gonna edit this like on the flight. What qualities does the boy, that's what we'd be calling him with my secret spam. I don't know if I'm gonna open the gates. Basically, oh, for my spam TikTok, you guys, I don't know if I'm gonna open the gates because there's already people in there that are kind of like leaking things, and like I just feel like there's like the account name was like dropped as fuck. It's not really like a secret anymore. I feel like if I open it, I can't really just have that like security. I don't know. Security. So I know you guys understand, but also I'm like, I do feel bad. I do feel bad. Do you feel like you lost parts of yourself after becoming an influencer? That's a good question, because I feel like I unlocked just versions of myself that like I didn't even know, like my potential. Like, I don't know. I was just thinking, I actually got invited to 2 podcasts, you guys, that like, not H3, but 2 other podcasts that I've loved, and like you guys definitely know because I've talked about it. But I was just thinking, I was like literally just cleaning up the kitchen yesterday, and I was like, what would I say on a podcast? Like, what would they ask me? Like, am I ready for my like interview era, like on live or like just pre-recorded out of my control editing? Like, and I was thinking of something along these lines, like kind of just talking about being a creator and like what that is like for me. And I'm like, basically to this question, I feel like I've unlocked just like my potential, because I feel so connected to like my consumer self beforehand. Like, I've always been locked into just like YouTube and just like creators and like things like that, and like I love that space. Like, I always wanted to see them win. Like, I always want to know what was going on. I'm like, oh my god, let's fucking go. Like, I feel like their wins were my wins, and like I love that. And like the fact that I'm in this position and we up and we winning, girl, like it's still so surreal. I still feel like that girl who's watching, I feel like I'm watching me just like, what are you doing? What's going on? So I still feel so like myself, but just like another version, like just a whole nother. That's why I feel like I don't have no shame being like, I'm proud of you, because I always felt that way just about other people too. Like, it's not something, I feel like people are so quick to just be like they don't want to be proud or like celebrate the things they do. Like, girl, celebrate everything, the bigs, the smalls, the in-betweens. Like, I'm heavy on that. Every day is a good day, like in some way. Like, I don't know, if anything, like I don't know, I don't even feel like I lost like my privacy really, because I'm like, feels the same. I feel the same. Because I'm thinking like, if we want to talk about relationships, I'm like, even like previously, like how I used to live my life, it's like when you would post your boyfriend after like a few months, like on your Instagram story or like in feed, you're like, oh shit, like they official, like it was a big deal, and like it wasn't a secret, but it was definitely private until then. And like it's the same situation here, but just like, you know what I'm saying? So no, I feel like I've like unlocked new parts of myself after becoming like a creator. So that's cool. So it's so funny, like the dating update. Like, I also feel like dating is scary to me, because it's like just committing to someone is like, you know, a big deal. So no, I'm not officially taken. I'm not officially a girlfriend yet. It's only been like 3 weeks. I'll let you guys know. I'll show up with a ring. How are you mentally as you are processing through this new growth era? Oh, I love you. That's such a sweet question. I feel like I haven't had any time really just like sit in my thoughts besides the last one day I've been home, and I'm leaving tomorrow for another week, and then I have like 1 day home again, and I leave for another week. So I feel like I haven't really been able to like sit down and process. Like even the little time that I had at home yesterday was a lot of like, my brain was just like, girl, what's going on? What's going on? Let's catch up. Let's catch up. That's why I feel like even with YouTube right now, I'm like, I want to tell you guys while I have a moment. It's just definitely mind blowing. Like look at this picture of me and Ari when I found out some like crazy ass news. Like I'm still processing that news, and it's like not even, it's gonna be like a big thing that I'm just like, what the heck? And then off of like Tarte in Dubai, like that's still something crazy, like it happened in time, like, and I was a part of. I'm like, really? And then just like blessings on my birthday and just being so grateful for my friends and all the people that have surrounded me, and just like on like another year of life. Like that's just like big, like wow. And then for the year to be starting off how it is, like but I'm gonna wrap up soon because I've been chirping for a while. Have you ever met an influencer that you didn't vibe with? If so, story time. It's actually so funny because like I've met a few creators in the beginning that like honestly had me shook, and I was talking about it too after like my NARS trip, and like a few other times where I like have met creators that I've followed online, and like they were just different in person. I'm like, I don't know, I kind of thought you were just gonna pull up different. I just like wasn't expecting, like it just didn't match. It didn't match. But I don't take that personally. I don't take offense to that. I'm not like, oh my god, like this one interaction, like you're a horrible person. Like y'all know I don't move like that. I'm kind of like, observant. It's giving Aquarius. We take notes, we observe, we move accordingly, we act accordingly. But yeah, I'm like, interesting. And then like we'll meet again, and like I always just consider like what their intentions are, because you know mine are only ever to, I feel like networking is super exciting now. Like it used to make me so nervous, but like I really am trying to get like a good connection. My goal is to like build good relationships and like connections, and like find where I fit, you know what I'm saying? And like, you know, just get to know other creators. Some other people are like strictly business, and that can't be I can't take that personal. That's how you want to move. You want to pull up and be like, let's make a TikTok. Everyone wants one. I'm like, I'm Monet, nice to meet you. But some people just move like that, where it's like picture for the story, bye. And that's your tea. And I'm not talking about anyone specific, but like there are a few encounters just like I've noticed like just how other people move. Honestly, I think life, I just don't take life so serious. Like as serious as I do take it, it's like I'm not gonna get bent out of shape over shit like that. I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm here, just example, like I'm here with my best friend on this fun ass trip, and like this is what we're doing right now. Like everything else is just like moving parts. I'm kind of just like in my bubble where I'm like, this is, you know, this is what it is. And these are kind of just like the after, you know, I'm kind of just trying to give you a peek into like how I think or whatever. What was the most recent dream you've had? Tell us about a dream that you will never forget. I love a good dream question. And I do be having crazy ass dreams. And okay, it's actually funny because obviously I've been hanging out with Zaboui. Zaboui. Thank you, Spam Talk. Zaboui. Obviously, since I've been hanging out with him, like he's kind of just like forefront. And I had a dream. I got scheduled for a call today. I got a call today, period. I had a dream that, I accidentally posted, instead of my spam talk, I posted on my spam TikTok, my main TikTok, and like my Instagram, like videos and photos of us. And I kept waking up when I was sleeping, I was like, really, bitch? Like you did that? And I was like, let me roll over and check my phone. And I would fall back asleep, and I'm like, it was like in a cycle where I was like, we posted like a dancing TikTok together, and I was like, what the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? That's not how I'm trying to launch. Not a hard launch with a dancing TikTok. Like that's crazy. But if I can show you guys some of the pictures, like, oh, we got some good pictures together, and it's really exciting. But anyway, that's funny. I don't want to leave. I love talking to you guys. You should post more of your fitness journey. We love to see it. Oh my god, speaking of, the texts are popping right now, y'all. We are clocked in. We are on the clock. Oh, more of your fitness journey. Girl, I miss it. I miss it. I post it every time I do my little fitness, I post it. And I have not been doing it lately because I'm like, you know, I love a good routine. You know, I love being at home and like any reason. So after this next jet setting era, it's giving like March, I'll be back home. But I'm trying to keep the gains right. I'm trying to just like eat clean, you know, and stay active a little bit. So anyway, I miss it. And I actually plan on going back to Cali and like hanging with my dad and like siblings for a week again, hopefully. And maybe me and my dad can hit like a good 4 a.m. routine and just get it poppin'. Yeah. Cause that really like, that kickstarted me. Like I was up when we were doing that. Okay, one more question. What do you like to do when you're feeling sad? Ooh, I love a good rot away in my bed. Like, I really like to disconnect as fuck and like be unreachable. No lights on. I like to like sit in my like funk. Me like loving, I'm like, every once in a while, I love a good pity party. Like stinky, dirty, messy, and then watch some like whatever kind of tea is like fulfilling me. Do you feel 23? Actually, I really do. I really do feel 23 and I feel like I love it. She gives like mini woman. She gives mini woman. 22 was like teetering like rat. Yeah, I'm crying. Teetering like rat woman, rat girl. And then 23 gives mini woman. Anyway, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'm about to go get my coochie checked. And what else do I have? I'm actually gonna get my wisdom teeth out soon, which I'm like, they're hurting so bad. So I'm gonna get my consultation soon. The hair appointment next week, I'm so excited because my hair is so long. She needs a chop. The nails are popping. I'm supposed to get my nails done today, my toes done today. I definitely need to do that before I go. There's no way I'm pulling up with my toes like that. I actually need to wax my pits today, which they don't look bad, but for a week away and then I'm gonna be in Cabo, like I need them to be bald. So I'm gonna wax my pits. And then I'm actually gonna get my Brazilian again. I think it's already due like next week, but like she's still bald. So I'm like, do you still have to go every 4 weeks even if it's like kind of like bald? It's giving like this. It's giving like there's hair, but like there's not. Thanks for catching up, you guys. Thank you for respecting my boundaries and, you know, hanging out and listening. And I hope you enjoyed. And make sure you guys like and subscribe. I always forget to mention that. And put your notifications on. Yeah, I noticed that 50% of you guys are not subscribed now. Before it used to be like a 60-40. Now it's like 50. So make sure you guys subscribe. Notifications if you guys want to see me and Ari's trip next week. And then Paris after that with Reefy. So yeah. I'm excited for what's in store. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for celebrating another year of life with me. Like, I hope you guys enjoyed that birthday vlog. Like, they're always so special to me. Like, the birthday ones are always so special. I'm gonna fix my Christmas lights, don't worry. But I love you guys. See you next week. Bye!